Okay, if you have, in many of the videos that you see us shooting here at OPST, I'm always talking about weighted flies, weighted flies, weighted flies. The reason I do that is, number one, I love fishing weighted flies. They offer presentations that you can't get with an unweighted fly, and because of that, they also offer some kinds of reactions from the fish that you're not going to get from a weighted fly. Some pretty spectacular reactions that you're not ever going to get on a weighted fly. And we'll go into that later, but right now what I want to talk about is, I think one of the major advantages of Skagit casting done in the constant motion, constant load. Let me say this right off the bat. Skagit lines or fly lines, they can be cast with just about any fly casting technique, whether that be constant motion, constant load, as I do, or you do a linear, or you do a touch and go. They all work, but the constant motion, and I want to just change, instead of saying constant motion, constant load, I want to just say constant tension, all right? Constant tension cast. The constant tension cast offers benefits for casting weighted flies, and we'll try to demonstrate this in a couple more videos here. But right now I'm just talking about it. Without a doubt, constant tension allows you to cast weighted flies safely and enjoyably. It's fun. It's fun. You're not scared. If you do it right, you're not scared about getting hit with it. And it's pleasant. It's not a clunky process. The fly goes out like a regular fly, except you got weight on it. If you look at here, look at how common the weighted fly is. See all the bead heads in here? And believe it or not, the casting of weighted flies was one of the huge catalysts for the development of Skagit casting. And now we're going to get into a little bit of Skagit casting history, and you're going to see some stuff here which I don't think has been brought out before. Not this particular, anyways. The history of Skagit casting was started basically, I won't say started, like I said, it was heavily influenced by the Intruder, all right? And I'm talking, let me explain why. Back in the day, the Skagit River, the major tributary of the Sauk River, would be out, literally blown out, I don't know, 70, 80% of the season blown out, which is a lot. And so a group of us, the Skagiteers, the original clan, we wanted to expand our fishing time. There's nothing more disheartening than seeing a river being blown out for 2 to 3 weeks during prime steelhead season, right? So we started increasing the size of our flies to try to get us in the game for fishing really dirty water, all right? The problem is, the bigger the fly, the more buoyant they are. You got to weight them. If you don't weight them, half of your swing is worthless, because your fly is sitting up here for half the swing before the sinking line actually drags it down. And like I said, we'll get into this on the river a little bit later. So we had bigger flies, but we have to weight them. Now, when I'm talking about casting weighted flies being pleasant with constant tension casting, I'm not talking about flies that sink like a rock, okay? I'm talking about flies that are weighted to swim. And you can know the difference, fly weighted like a rock is a rock. You throw it in the water, it just goes, a fly weighted to swim, you throw it in the water, and it sinks, but it sinks like it's a creature, like it's a living creature, okay? That's weighted to swim. So I'm going to show you some of the stuff. This is a fairly large intruder. I consider that fairly large. Yeah. All right? But this is the kind of stuff we would fish when the water viz was down to 2.5 feet or less, and we would catch fish, all right? We would catch fish. Look at this. Does that look like a shrimp or a prawn or what?
So prawny.
Now then, These are ostrich. All right, these are ostrich intruders. Ostrich intruder. And oh, I did this. I wanted as a reference. As a reference point. There you go. Just for kicks. That's 5 inches to there. All right. Just for a reference. Just so you know I'm not trying to cheat on you. You might want to move back and shoot. There you go. Now, there you go. So your shadow's not in it.